everyone. Over here, I am Emily from Bets and Emmy, and I'm super excited to be talking to you guys about what's in your wipe. So I'll give everyone a second to come on in, and don't forget, if you do have any questions, I'm going to be watching the stage chat because there are a lot of questions about wipes, I think. So I've been traveling for the last 4 years talking about Bets and Emmy wipes. And people always say, how did you discover this? How did you find out about this? And how did you turn your life around and all of a sudden you're making baby wipes? And the answer is, I don't know. I had a child. Hi there. Hey, Adrienne. And as parents, we are checking everything. We're doing everything for our children. So, you're here learning about the best things for your baby. If it's your first baby, if you're pregnant now, if you just had a baby, you want the best for your child. So 7 years ago when I was pregnant, I was doing the same thing, and I was buying cotton organic onesies, and I was buying, making his own food and trying to make sure that he was healthy and his life was good. So I bought Free and Sensitive wipes because I figured those are, by name, free and sensitive. Hello from Washington. Hi, guys. I'm in Buffalo, by the way. So yeah, the Tampa area, much better weather. So Archie Archie is my son. Yes, I have a redhead named Archie, very sensitive skin. I was using a Free and Sensitive wipe, and he got diaper rash after diaper rash after diaper rash. And it was very, very heartbreaking. And as a mom or a parent, you want to fix it. You want to know what to do. So hi, Karen. Thank you so much. So I started to look into the ingredients in baby wipes. And if any of you have not heard of this organization, it's the environmentalworkinggroup.org. And I used their website. They have a section of their website called Skin Deep. And on Skin Deep, you can punch in the name of any chemical. You could punch in a brand name. You could punch in Bets and Emmy. And they give you a rating on a scale of 1 to 10 of toxicity in that chemical or that product. And they break it down for you so you can understand what is in that wipe. So I flipped the pack over, and one of the things I punched in was called phenoxyethanol. And phenoxyethanol, I've learned how to say that word a lot, is one of the number one preservatives that most companies' traditional wipes use in there as a preservative. And phenoxyethanol, on a scale of 1 to 10, was a level 4. And I thought, well, on a scale of 1 to 10, what level toxic product am I comfortable putting on my child? I mean, clearly you want zeros across the board. And I wasn't really comfortable with a level 4. So I was looking into it some more. And it turns out that phenoxyethanol is banned in Europe and Japan because they consider it toxic. So they banned it for any use in a cosmetic on the skin, any wipe or anything like that. And we're putting that in our baby wipes as a preservative. And if you think about it, when you wipe your baby, when you clean your baby and you change that diaper, you are taking any wipe, the wipe that you have, wiping the baby down and covering them back up in a diaper. And whatever is on that wipe is staying on their skin. You're not washing them every time you're changing their diaper. You're not rinsing them off every time you change their diaper. So all of these chemicals that I was putting on my son's skin eventually turned into little blisters and sores. And I would, it was breaking my heart, honestly. Is it banned from other places? We have it in our web. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, you can go through. There's also, I'm sorry, I'm going back to the EWG. There's an app that I have. It's the Skin Deep app. And you can take it and a lot of it, you can just hit the barcode. It will pull up all of the ingredients that are in it. It'll pull up all the, the level 1 to 10 or 0 to 10 that it gives it. Bets and Emmy, by the way, we are verified by the Environmental Working Group as a safe product. It's my little symbol right there. We are a level 1. Can't get much less. You can't get less than a level 1. It's just the way that it works. So the reason why we are a level 1 is because these wipes are 99.9% water, excuse me, and 0.1% of a naturally derived grapefruit seed extract. And that's going to be the big difference. And, you know, when I started making these, I didn't consider anything but naturally derived products. So there are no contaminants. I know people question all the time that things have come out about grapefruit seed extract where they are contaminated with benzalkonium chloride. They're contaminated with other chemical agents. And that happens when you have a chemically derived grapefruit seed extract that, quite frankly, probably not made, you know, in bulk in the US. And it is cut with those chemicals to be cheaper. We didn't do that. We didn't cut that corner. You know, these wipes have that naturally derived grapefruit seed extract. So A for level 1. That's right. So I'm going to answer this question there, Pamela. This is kind of what I'm talking about. Water wipes. The question is, how do I differ from water wipes? When I started doing this, water wipes was not available in the United States at all. They were still over in Europe. So a couple things is our wipes are completely made in the USA. I'm a women's owned business. I own it with my sister. She is the Bets. I am the Emmy. She designed the pack design. She's the graphic designer for everything. And this is our little family company. But we have the naturally derived grapefruit seed extract. When water wipes about a year ago had to they tell you that they do have traces of benzalkonium chloride because of the grapefruit seed extract that they use. So there are chemicals in these wipes. Some other differences that I will show you physically. So here's something I love. I love the closure. The Bets and Emmy closure, love it. This is called the clamshell. And the clamshell, everyone knows, it's not environmentally friendly and it's not airtight. And for something that does not have a chemical preservative in it, you need an airtight seal. Then moms and dads, we know. Everybody hates the stick. Everybody hates the sticker. The sticker is the worst. That was only the 3rd time I've opened this pack. It gets hair on it. There's Cheerio dust, and you know they never stay closed, and they certainly won't provide an airtight closure forever. So what I chose was something called the Rigid Lens, and it's a little bit of a thicker plastic. You can see that there. It stays open when you need it open, so you can, you know, go on in, grab your wipe, and then when you close it, it seals all the way around that opening. So you have a nice tight seal, it's airtight, and it keeps the wipes fresh. So I love that closure because I hated the sticker. I'm just looking at the questions. Okay, so I just took out a Bets and Emmy wipe. This is my wipe. Now, when I made it how a mom, I wanted it to be. So it is bigger than a traditional wipe. My husband used to complain, you know, he's got big old mitts that they weren't big enough. What I love about it, it's thick, it's a thicker wipe, but can you see the texture on that wipe? That's called, I call it my baby butt Swiffer, because without that texture, you're not picking up, you know, when you're in there, you're trying to get what you got to get. It's not picking up any kind of, you know, what you got to get. Without a texture, you're really just smearing around what you're trying to get with a wet wipe. So if you can see the difference just between a water wipe and a Bets and Emmy, size-wise, very different, no texture. Again, these have the trace amounts of benzalkonium chloride. I personally think they are too wet. I don't know if you could see that just landed all over me. I feel like I found a nice balance in the wetness, the saturation of these wipes. And, you know that you're only going to have 2 ingredients. Without that with that EWG verification, I can only have the 2 ingredients, and that's it. Because they dig in. You have to submit all sorts of documentation and proof, and And I'm really proud that we earned that. We also earned the National Eczema Association seal of approval, safe for kiddos and parents with eczema. Yeah, bigger. Oh, wait, and watch this. This is one of my favorite things. So this is back to the Betsonemi wipe. They're super strong. So, I mean, they're very, very strong. I'm pretty strong. And these wipes are strong. So now that ArcG7, and you always use wipes, you will always use wipes for the rest of your life. These are a wonder. You have to have them all the time because kids are dirty all the time. And it's a traveling washcloth. You know, you leave the ice cream parlor, you go camping and they're filthy, or, you know, they fall down, or you go and you exercise. And when you're done, you just want to, you know, clean up real quick so you can get home and you want to refresh yourself. I travel with these to make myself feel fresh. The material that they're made out of right now, you know, we keep testing different materials. I have a viscose poly blend. I'm 70% viscose, which is tree, and then the rest is a poly to hold the wipe together. You know, we are always going to be testing and looking for a more natural substrate, but it's hard to put water on paper and have it not dissipate and, you know, disappear. So that's a very good question. But my wipes are available on Amazon. Unfortunately, with COVID in this crazy year, the manufacturing plant where I have them made also makes disinfecting wipes for the medical community. And I had a production run in February and ran out immediately because I think people were, you know, COVID hoarding. And I had the option to have a production run, and we opted out because we wanted to, my family decided it was more important that those disinfecting wipes were being made and, you know, out to the medical community, out to your home. So we ran out of material. Then I got at the back of the line, we made some more. They were available on Amazon, and we are out again. But do not fret. We are 2 weeks away from production, and I am so grateful for everyone's patience because it has been a roller coaster this year, and they will be back on Amazon. Hopefully, like the last week of November, you're going to see them popping up. So okay, so here's a good question. How are they on the environment? Do they break down? The 70% of the viscose will break down because it's tree bark. But however, when you think about it, if you have, let me check my time here. Okay. If your wipe says that it's biodegradable or compostable, and your wipe has chemicals on it, the wipe may break down itself, but the chemicals on that wipe are not. So it's kind of a toss-up, you know. So you could dig a hole and put it in the ground, and the wipe itself will over time biodegrade, but the chemicals on it will not. So I can't wait to someday find the right material where these can be, I can say they're biodegradable, I can say they're compostable, because can you imagine if you're a hiker and you put a pack in your backpack, and while you're out on the, you know, we hike a lot, you know, you can clean yourself and then you don't feel bad leaving that behind because it will biodegrade. Right now, we do carry them out with us, but we take them camping, hiking. I use them on my dogs. I mean, they're just everywhere in every house that my friends and I have. So anyway, some kind of disinfecting wipes. No, the disinfecting wipes was not about me. It was just about not taking their production time to put my wipes on the line. We let them continue making wipes for the medical community. So you can store the wipes. We have to say certain things. We say that once the wipes are open, use within 4 weeks. If they're stored properly, you know, I've had wipes last a very long time. The shelf life on the wipes is 2 years. So we run in small batches. I am a small business. I'm a small business owner. You know, this is not a Huggy situation where I'm running a million at a time. We run in small batches and test we test 5 times every time we produce to make sure that those wipes pass certain quality levels, and so they're safe to distribute. So I don't know what the question was. Oh, so basically the wipes will never expire because we make them in such small batches that we have to produce several times a year when they sell out. So biodegradable wipes. Yeah, they're out there. How well does it clean up poop? See, that's what I'm saying. The difference was people were telling me, the people that used a water wipe were saying that because there's no texture to it, you had to use several wipes because of the smear. People that have used my wipes have said, you only have to use one. And I know why the big guys make smaller wipes, because they want you to use more, to buy more. But I'm a mom. This is my business. This is my sister's business. We're both parents. And we're just not going to do that to other parents. It's just not something we're going to do. So it's a nice big wipe, super sturdy, really soft and clean. I have a girlfriend with me right now. She wants me to make sure that she tells you that her daughters, both of them who have been using Betsinemi since birth, have never had a diaper rash, not once, because a lot of people contribute diaper rash to an actual chemical reaction that's happening on your child's skin because of the chemicals in baby wipes. Just something to think about. These are just a wonderful all-around thing to have on hand at all times. There are some other stories I could tell you about donations that we've made to children's hospitals because, the children that they can't bathe, and just to be able to use these. My girlfriend beat cancer 1 year ago today. She's here with us now, and we're super excited. So we're celebrating. But she took these with her to Roswell while she was under cancer treatment because she could not get in the shower. And it was just a way for her to feel clean and human, and feel better. But there's a lot of reasons I think you should look into this brand. And if your child doesn't react to, the big brands and the parents' choice, and that's great, good for you. I did not have that luck, and I'm happy that I did not have that luck, because without my son having those little blisters on his fanny, and without me looking into the chemicals in baby wipes, I never would have known what dangers could lurk in your wipe. And that's why my tagline here is "What's in your wipe?" And it's something to think about. These are safe for faces. They are safe for hands. They are safe for cleaning binkies. They are safe for breastfeeding. This is a really great hack, for moms to get all around there, because it starts to build up and you feel kind of gross, and you can just, give yourself a once over and feel clean. If that baby wanted to relatch right away, you didn't just put, lotions and creams and chemicals across yourself. This is a great mom hack. I love this one. Put a pack of Betsinemi wipes in your hospital bag. If you are pregnant, take them with you for you. In the hospital, they will not use wipes on your baby. They will use cloth and water. But my experience was I can't get up that first day. I can't take a shower. I was in labor for 16 hours. You feel like goo. And if I had these wipes in my bag just to take out, and they're cooling and they're refreshing, just to give myself a once over, and I know that they're not going to irritate any kind of sensitive bits, however that baby came out of your body, I tell you, I would have loved to have had these back then. So if you have any questions, I'm going to go back through and I can answer them in my booth. I will, of course, be in my virtual booth the next 2 days. Come on in, ask a question. But know this, I am the Emmy. I'm Emmy. I'm Emily. My sister is Betsy. She's the Bets. My dad and I used to call us Bets and Emmy, and that's where the name of this brand came from. The story is true. My son's name is on this pack of wipes, and I have put my entire life into creating this for parents as an option, as to all the other brands. If you have a question and you write to Emily@betsinemi.com, if you call the 800 number, if you IM me, you're talking to this person right here, because there's nobody else answering that phone. So I'd be happy to help anyone, tell you what I learned, tell you more about what I learned. yes, it will come back on Amazon. Please be patient. 2 weeks. 2 weeks will be back on Amazon. It has been a roller coaster this year, but we're going to try and get ahead of it and make sure that, we stay in stock. So, okay. I loved talking to you guys. Thank you so much for coming in here. Thank you for supporting my small business. I really appreciate that. I know it's weird to think of a baby wipe as a small business, but it is. And again, if you have any questions, let me know. I bleed for this product. I love it. I would, that's why I'm here. So thank you, Prego Expo. Thank you, ladies. Thank you all for coming. Congratulations on your pregnancies. I miss seeing all of you and your little pregnant bellies and your babies. I miss it so much. But thank you. I appreciate it a lot. And I will be in my booth later. So have a wonderful night. Stay safe. Everyone stay healthy and take care. Okay. Bye.